In the heart of a bustling city, there stood a house in need of a fresh coat of paint. And who better to tackle this project than our favorite little helpers, the Minions? Yes, you heard it right. These tiny, mischievous creatures, with their infectious giggles and insatiable curiosity, had decided to take on a new challenge, painting a house. Now, you might be thinking, what could possibly go wrong? Well, as it turns out, quite a lot. You see, the Minions, with their short attention spans and proclivity for banana-related mayhem, were not exactly known for their DIY skills or their ability to follow instructions. But they were certainly enthusiastic, perhaps to a fault. As the sun rose, the Minions, armed with paint rollers and brushes, charged into the project with the finesse of tiny, furry tornadoes. Paint flew everywhere except on the house. The walls were decorated with abstract designs created by little paws dipping into every available pool of color. By lunchtime, the house looked less like a residence and more like an art project from a particularly energetic preschool class. Kevin, the self-proclaimed leader of the pack, surveyed the scene with a critical eye. Or maybe he was just looking for more bananas. It was hard to tell with Kevin. But the other Minions, Stuart and Bob, seemed determined to press on regardless of the mounting evidence that they were completely out of their depth. Undeterred by their lack of skill, they tackled the project with gusto, or as close to gusto as one could get while covered head to toe in brightly colored fur. They climbed ladders precariously, slipped off roofs, and managed to turn the driveway into a temporary slip and slide, much to the amusement of any nearby onlookers. Hours turned into what felt like days, or maybe it was just one long afternoon. Time was a meaningless construct in this universe of paint-covered chaos. And as the light began to fade, so did the Minions' enthusiasm. Their earlier exuberance now replaced by a mixture of exhaustion and dawning horror at the state of the house and everything around it. Just when it seemed the project was doomed to be a total disaster, a surprising twist occurred. One Minion, and we're not entirely sure which one since they all kind of blend together after a while, surprised everyone, including themselves, by demonstrating an unexpected burst of determination. This Minion, fueled by a newfound sense of purpose or perhaps a sudden craving for a snack, began methodically painting a section of the house with a small brush, each stroke precise and careful. It was a sight to behold, this tiny creature, with its stubby arms and legs, diligently working away as if possessed by the spirit of Bob Ross himself. The other Minions, witnessing this display of unexpected focus, seemed to snap out of their collective stupor. Inspired by their friend's dedication, they too began to put more effort into their work. The transformation was remarkable, though perhaps not enough to salvage the entire project, which was by that point a complete and total mess. But as they continued to work, albeit with varying degrees of success, something remarkable happened. They finished not the whole house, mind you. That would have been too much to ask, given their skill level and the state of their equipment, which was now more stick than ladder. But they did manage to paint a section of the house, a small corner there on the side that looked almost neat and tidy compared to the rest of the property. It wasn't much, but it was a start, and for these little guys who had shown remarkable tenacity in the face of complete disaster, that was something to celebrate. As the sun set on their first day of what was surely going to be a very long project, the Minions surveyed their handiwork with a mixture of pride and exhaustion. Their little paws were sore, their bellies were rumbling, and their minds were already drifting towards visions of banana smoothies and cozy beds. The house might still be a disaster, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really matter. Because today, these little Minions had learned something important. Even when they messed up, and let's face it, they messed up a lot, they could always try it again tomorrow. After all, they had plenty of time on their little hands.